Hey everyone, how you doing today? It's time to look at the workshop again on this glorious Friday, and we've got some really cool creations to see today again. The first three are going to be in Reforged Eden, and the second three are in Vanilla. So without further ado here, I've been inspecting this Razor-looking ship here. This is by CrazyZ. This is the MS Opus X. And it is this variation here is basically for Reforged Eden. However, there's instructions that you can get this going in vanilla by adding some advanced CPU cores, which makes a lot of sense. Haven't looked at the CPU on it yet to see where it's standing at, but what a slick looking ship. Loving this this overall look of it. The angles, the wedge shapes, this really impressive color gradient going on in here as well. It kind of really accents the shaping of the creation to start with. But that is pretty in depth there, man. So it goes from pretty much white all the way to this this orange shade and like everything in between. That is definitely a cool touch. I mean, it takes a little work. You got to set up your color palette to use a lot of different custom colors and things like that, but that is a pretty slick option that you can definitely do on these creations, since you can make your own colors, and you got a pretty good size color palette that you can put into any creation. But yeah, just checking this out. It's kind of like, I don't know, a modern Lamborghini stealth fighter capital ship luxury. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I'm not. It's really hard to classify a ship like this. I do believe it's kind of set up for some combat and things too. So got to see what the specifications on that are. But this is really cool. Quite the paint job on it again, and really cool shaping as well. Even different touches like this weird kind of lightning block work going around the side here. I don't know what to call that, but it's just kind of like it makes this shape on purpose right here, and that's just interesting. It kind of looks like a flame job or something, but it's the hangar door opening. It's it is really cool, pretty unique as well. I'm just gonna check out the bottom here, see what's going on. Now I know CrazyZ likes his ships pretty clean. Kind of yacht-like, basically, its general texture scheme, and this one's kind of definitely doing that too, where it's really clean, really bright, looks shiny new, looks like it would cost a lot of money. I'm sure it would. I don't know what this ship costs in the game, but I'm just saying, in real life, if you go down to your local capital ship dealer. I think there's one of those by the Ford dealership somewhere. No, I'm kidding. This is really cool. Well, anyway, let's go take a look at the inside of this. And I'm seeing a lot of glass too. I didn't want to peer in the inside too much, so I'm going to do the lighty thing here. And I had that on. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I had my spotlight on the whole time. I'll have to look at the body again without the spotlight on. It's probably washing things out. But so we're in the hangar. That. Again, this is looking nice. It's clean but detailed. Love the just random round window in here and kind of a wall. This looks really good too. The LCD going across the hardened glass over here with the particular texture, kind of texture light for the background. That's cool. That's a nice touch to the LCD. It kind of looks like it's part of the LCD when it's kind of like two layers inside the window, which gives it a nice looking frame border as well. Excuse me, my voice has been a little crackly. It's this time of year I start to get a little bit of allergies and things, and yeah, I woke up this morning sneezing about 50 times, but I think I'm a little bit better right now. A little bit better. So, okay. Anyway, before I get lost in here, I wanted to, let's go to this side of the hangar first, and what do we got going on here? Looks like O2 station, CPU slot. Okay, so we got our O2 there, and CPU core blocks over here. So just out of curiosity, let me get up my multi-tool. I just want to see what we're looking at here. Okay, a couple improves. Makes sense. That's cool. Again, I love the LCD work on here. And it's interesting too. I'm noticing that, well, at least this LCD, we'll have to head around, but it's almost like a bit of a comeback for the old school LCDs. This one's actually not a projector. It's actually the actual LCDs we got used to for the longest time until the projectors came out. So that is kind of cool to see. So over here we've got this really plus med bay here over by the glass windows on the outside. Love this LCD over here, kind of backing up this piece. And we got our shower behind this door and an armor locker. Oh, I expected a toilet, but you know, when you come in here and you got to get your shots or whatever, get those. Take the anti-rad pills. I suppose, taking off your armor would be a good thing, and now you got a location to put that, which is definitely cool. And then you got your standard med bay and all your medical equipment in here too. So very nice on that side. Oh, wait a minute. We got another piece over here too. Oh, I see. One piece, two piece, three piece, four piece. Just kind of laid out here. I like the architecture in the room too. I like this angled wall over here. That's pretty interesting. We got a storage controller right over here too. Interesting. 320K storage controller right there, which is kind of like, yeah, that makes sense because it's right off from the hangar. Just a subtle touch I'm noticing. Although it's dark outside, and this probably comes out more in the daylight. Having the glass up there, you can kind of see the shadow reflection from that glass, and it's making this shadowed pattern on the floor. Yeah, stuff like that I think looks really neat because, I mean, you can't actually do this with texturing in the game, but if you can play with shadows, you can kind of create some things, and that adds like a lot of, like, imagine if you could actually paint your floor like what you're seeing the shadows on or something like that. It's just cool. I like to see that stuff. Definitely look at shadows in the game too. So over here it looks like we got a production area, and we got some CPU slots over here. Okay, so this is, wow, we got quite a bit of room for CPUs blocks here. So, oh yeah, okay, so you got some serious space. You could obviously put a single core here, but, well, even in the instructions too, it said if you want this in vanilla, you got to add 4 advanced CPU cores, which makes a lot of sense. Again, I don't exactly know what the CPU on this ship is right now. I have not looked yet. We got an advanced constructor, a fridge. Looks like another controller over here at 320K. More. Oh wow. Another CPU slot area. I kind of like this slot idea. You kind of wonder, if you built like a larger ship, you just kept on giving it all these slots. And there's especially now with the game, the shield slots, and I mean, even if you didn't need more CPU, you could fill these things with fuel tanks or whatever else too. So it's kind of nice having those slots out there. Definitely, I like that idea. So what we got over here? Well, that's a cool looking LCD. I don't think I've seen this one before. This might be newly created for this creation, but I don't quote me on that. But I don't recall seeing that before. And I do know CrazyZ tends to make all his own LCDs, so I'm kind of wondering if that's a new one there. That's pretty cool though. Different design pattern on there, and I like the multicolored like ring here with the symbol in the middle. So what do we got behind this door here? Looks like we got just access to the warp drive and potentially a little bit more room. You could probably fit some more CPU core blocks or something in there if you wanted to as well. Our Pentax tank's right there. Got this random passenger seat over here. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so I'm on the other side of the hangar. So I see. Nice. I like the open hallway architecture here. A lot of glass in this ship too. Just kind of seeing through all these windows, and it looks like a lot of the glass is left tinted, probably on purpose, just to give it that extra look here. So we've got, looks like this is definitely a generator room. We got a fuel tank up there, a little bit of extra space for some more parts. Actually, yeah, generator access. Hey, I almost got it right. Generator access. I called it a room, and fuel access. Okay, like the LCDs again. Yeah, again, looking the old school LCD. It looks really good though because you got that nice black. It kind of looks like a high definition display screen of some origin as opposed to a projector, which is really cool used this way. So let's come across here. So we've seen this over here, and again, it's pretty interesting how you can just kind of walk through here too without any walls or doors opening up on you all the time, which is kind of nice. So yeah, nice sealed off warp drive over there. This is obviously going to go to engineering that way. Let's head out in this room. It looks like we've got some grow plot locations here. So our farming section. Looks like you can get in 18 grow plots. I'm sure you replace these blocks. Looks like we got power for grow lights. I like the circuitry decal lines here. And then we got power for the food processor. And you got a fridge in here, of course, too. So that's a neat setup. You know exactly kind of what's going on. Now you can follow the wiring basically. Be kind of interesting if the game actually did have wiring like that. Although I probably wouldn't want to see it most of the time, but if you could bury it in walls and stuff, that'd be kind of neat. Some other games do that. I don't think it's required though. But so we got ammo control over here at 136K, and let's head into engineering. Oh, this looks like it's certainly got some room for some upgrades going on here. So we've got a detector in here, gravity generator, and it's got a measuring out here. So we got 3 blocks tall, 6 blocks deep. Obviously, you could fit an advanced 6 by 2 by 2 generator in here, a couple of those. Still have some block work on the top, or put in a shield. I don't know if this has a shield in it somewhere or not right now. But yeah, you got a lot of room in here for sure, definitely. So I think I covered this floor. Yeah, we've opened that, and that goes up to the warp core to give you some access to that. Engineering. So I guess let's go up this pretty elaborate staircase over here. Interesting. And now it looks like we're into some, oh yeah, there's an elevator going down this way too. Wait a minute, how did I miss that? Oh, okay, yeah, it was right down here. I guess it was there the whole time, so that's another quick access, so you don't have to go all the way up the stairs. You can just hit the elevator here. Love these angled beams with the glass here. Again, what's really neat about glass in this game is it's actually doing shadows pretty nicely off from that, and you know, I'm seeing all the extra detail you're getting in this area from the shadows, and I think that looks pretty good. Even at night. I mean, I got it at night right now, so I can see the lighting in the ship better, but you can still see that, and it's a cool option there. So yeah, this looks like it's just more of a viewing room here. And again, a lot of glass going on here. So we got some wood grain on the one side. I was wondering if I was going to see some plants. Got to have some plants. And we got another kind of observation area over here. Very nice. The elevator going back down to the hangar. And it looks like this is the only door I'm seeing off from this section. So let's follow this through here. Oh boy, here we go. Now we've got the swimming pool here. I like the textures used on the side of the swimming pool. That kind of looks fairly realistic that way. And yeah, this time not a curvy, roundy swimming pool, but kind of a square brick swimming pool. Which, you know, that looks nice. I like that too. Not all swimming pools have to be round. It's got an elegance in its own style there. Nice watercolor there. Looks pretty intensely blue and full of chlorine. No, I'm kidding. That is cool. Yeah, when you do this, you can't pick custom colors for the LCDs. Well, I take that back. You can't pick custom colors for the backgrounds of LCDs, and that's how this water is created. You can do custom colors, obviously, for your text and everything, but this is actually the background color, and that kind of restricts you there. So it looks like our main core is right over here. I like that in front of the texture light there. That's a pretty cool look. We got a couch over here and a shower. You know, you got nice open area here too. You can just kind of like traipse around, not too many walls or doors. Hop in the pool, play some Empyrion on your computer over here. uh, so here we go, our Wi-Fi over there, or at least one Wi-Fi. Got a nice bedroom here. Nice viewing outside of the ship. Looks like a little bar over here. Nice. A little wet bar kind of thing, maybe. Fridge. What do we got in the store here? We got to have our bathroom. And we got our shower there, and it looks like we're right up to the pilot seat and the passenger seat over here. Very cool. Yeah, slick looking design here. And yeah, the layout's actually pretty easy. I don't think I missed anything because it didn't have multiple hallways going multiple different directions on multiple different floors, really. So it kind of I followed a course. So this might be one of the only times I didn't miss something in a CrazyZ creation. But he'll probably point out that there's probably some room somewhere that I'm just not seeing. Hold on, let me traipse around this area again, see if I see anything like hidden away in there. Nope, that's viewing the hangar. Love this this overlook of the hangar too. I love it. That's just cool to see. It's a nice looking hangar, really stylish. And then you can kind of get the added detail from nearby rooms that can peer through the glass to the other room, which is definitely a nice thing to add more detail to your creation. Fairly cheaply to do if your floors line up right too. Like the glass around this too, around the staircase. It's actually carpeted. I've never once thought of using carpeting for the texturing on these. That actually looks pretty good, especially with the lighter, little bit of texture lights on the other part of the staircase. Little things like that. Yeah, and keep in mind too. I mean, if you're new to the game, there's you can texture the steps and the sides independently on staircases, and you can also independently texture the sides over here and the bottom. So you got quite a bit of options with texturing staircases. Just keep that in mind so you don't have to run them bone stock. There's one particular model that doesn't allow you to texture it, but this particular style does. So anyway, let's take a look at some specs here. I am a bit curious. So look at the CPU usage going on here. So it's not really trying to break the bank here, is it? That is cool. And this, well, we're in Reforge Eden, so obviously I think we're going to have, I would guess, a basic core and 2 improved cores stock, but certainly a lot of room to add more cores and customizations to it. Got quite a set of signals here too. So we got exterior lights, just turn those on. We got a defense bank and attack bank. Now I was reading the description, and basically there's a lot of extra weapon or turret mount positions on this, and basically saying to assign whatever kind of weapons you're using to either defense or attack, depending on what those weapons might be. So I'll turn on some things here too, and I'll leave the spotlights off though. We'll take another look at the body of this at night as well. Let's take a look at its stats over here. So unlock level 15. So yeah, this isn't it's set up for a lot of upgrading, but it's not you can get it in at 15, and it's a lower tier creation. It's not like the starter, but it's not, it's kind of right in the mix there. It doesn't cost really a whole lot. It doesn't require any advanced CPU cores, unless, of course, you're probably bringing it into vanilla. The stats are different between Reforge Eden and vanilla. So our speeds look really quite impressive here. So we've got 46 forward. We've got some crazy strafing on this ship. 69 ms, 92 lift too. So it's got a lot of lift thrust. 46 reverse. Roll, yaw, and pitch are also quite good for ACV. So this thing is, it scoots, and it's quite agile. 4 fuel tanks, it's like 4 oxygen tanks as well. No RCS. And yeah, we've looked at the CPU. Let's take a look at its storage. So we got an ammo controller at 136K, cargo controller at 320K, another one at 320K, and then beyond that it looks like we just got some a couple of freezers, and a fridge in here. So not yeah, about 640K regular storage, and then 136K ammo storage. Nice. It certainly can move it, and this thing with the power of the thrusters, it would easily work on 4G plus planets. I don't know if that was in the description or not, but it would easily do it. Now I know I was talking to CrazyZ the other day, and he discovered the texturing problems with the armored glass. So some of those, I don't know. He seemed to have found a solution though, because I'm seeing that this is actually looks like it's textured correctly, and I think he said something that he had to replace the glass a couple times, and it came out right one of the times, or on some of the glass. I'm not sure, but yeah, I am actually seeing the glass colored correctly in a lot of these locations here. So that's, well, maybe not, like right over here. I'm sure this is probably all supposed to be white, and it's, or maybe not, I don't know. I'll try to, sorry, yeah, that's what I thought. It's not letting the texturing of that, but it probably is on the back side. Yeah, so yeah, the glass is still messed up. Hopefully that gets fixed here sometime. But very, very cool. So let's, now that we turned on all the lights and stuff, I just kind of want to see what's going on the outside here. Like I see this red light over here. Not seeing a bunch of flashes. I was wondering if it was going to light up like a emergency vehicle. But no, it's a little bit more subtle this time. But I do like the accent lights there as well. Looks like the light's right over there. Something I really didn't look at is its weaponry. Let me get back there and take a look at that. So, stock, okay, so that's how the CPU's low. It's not running a lot of guns on its stock. It's got quite a lot of these sentry guns, so it looks like 10 in there, and a detector. But when I was, here, let me get the lights back on. When I was flying around on the outside, I've seen a lot of markings here. A little hard to see at the moment, though. I've seen them before. Let me tone down. Yeah, there they are. Yeah, the light was so intense you couldn't see the white lines under there. But I would assume all these are turret locations. Yeah, that would make sense. They're kind of all across the front here. So it looks like you can get quite a few turrets on here. It's got a lot of flat spaces. So even if you wanted more turrets, I'm sure you could work that out somehow, but it looks like it definitely has a lot of marked positions for turrets on the top side. I wouldn't doubt if there's some more on the bottom side as well. There is some markings down here. I don't necessarily see any square box markings, but man, you could really pile on a lot of turrets on the bottom side of this, as it's relatively flat and easy to put those in. You can even probably dump some on the underside of the wings as well. So yeah, if you wanted to take this luxury ship and turn it into some kind of crazy high gravity combat thing, you probably could. It's just pretty roomy inside too. So I mean, obviously there's a lot of designated spots to add additional parts already, but you could probably really freak this thing out, make it a luxury combat ship. It would surprise the Xerox copiers a lot. Anyway, very, very cool creation. Again, this is the MS Opus X by CrazyZ. I'm looking at it in its native version that was set up for Reforged Eden, but it can be used in vanilla quite easily by adding 4 advanced CPU cores. So the next creation here is Cyclops Starter CV, and this is by Bone Dog. And this one is it's set up to be usable in both vanilla and Reforged Eden. So I'm in Reforged Eden right now. I figured I'd show it there, but you can also bring this into vanilla, according to the description here. So this is one of the most unusual looking starter CVs I've ever seen. That's the design is certainly not following that relatively normal kind of boxy look, which a lot of starter CVs kind of follow, where they're trying to get a lot of room in them for the amount of blocks used and keep things cheap. But this thing is almost kind of alien looking. It's really cool. Got got these big kind of arms out here and this big rounded center section. That looks quite thick looking too there. I like that. Interesting. Like this balcony out the back here too. It's got a gun under there. You gotta have that. No, that's cool. That's cool. The starter CVs are usually a little bit more of a challenge to do too, because you're really trying to. You got to play a lot with CPU. You can't just like throw everything you want on the ship. But a lot of times you have to like leave room for future parts and things like that, and especially if you're trying to do have it compatible between vanilla and Reforged Eden, that adds another level of complexity into the creation, because now it's got to play nice with both, and that can be difficult depending on what kind of parts are in there and things like that, as both charge different CPU for parts and have different parts entirely, and especially the storage thing can really screw you up. Where Reforged Eden is basically for, just about free for the storage, where in vanilla feels the storage is worth quite a bit of CPU. So there's different ways to look at it there. Nice. So it looks like we've got some kind of door here. I don't know if that's the only way in yet. I was kind of floating around here. I wanted to see if there was a lower entry point here somewhere. I'm pretty sure there probably is, but I'm not sure. We definitely have some turret mount positions around. But yeah, oh yeah, look at this. That's sneaky. Little up door right there. Hey, well, let's get in here. So I don't know if I came in the exact right spot. Looks like I popped right into kind of an engineering section over here, but we obviously have room here for a warp drive, which would be a very, very good feature for a starter CV. Primary function you would want to do with a starter CV, I think, is be able to fly around, get to other planets, and get to other systems and things like that. We got an ammo controller right over here. Looks like 64K ammo, which would be plenty, I would say, for the type of intended weapon loadout on here. That's an interesting looking light. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know if I've seen that done before, and that's God, that light model. Not sure what that is. Well, obviously it's a light, but it kind of looks like the SV light. Oh, and I think that allows you to use that in Reforged Eden. Ah, okay. So we got a detector over here. Looks like we got some fuel tanks. Oh, another one of those things. Kind of, I guess they're like wires. We got a really small generator over here. Bunch of these small fuel tanks kind of lined up here, and there's thrusters in the mix there too. So like a fuel thruster wire setup here. That's yeah, it's interesting. Looks like we got another controller over here. So 120,000 storage over here. I've got a couple elevators going up. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything down in this area. So this side looks similar. There's obviously a lot of extra room in here. You could put in like large fuel tanks that would fit in here. You could put in a lot of stuff in these areas. So it's definitely kind of meant to expand out. And that's a big goal for a starter CV too. Usually, I mean, you can't have everything stock, or you're going to really blow your starter costs and CPU and all that stuff. So you definitely want to leave a lot of room for parts and stuff. Looks like we hopped up to the next floor. So this would go out the back. So this was that alternative ramp we seen a bit earlier here. And we got our main core. Looks like we got some passenger seats on that side over there. I like the glass windows over here on the back. Some cargo boxes here. Fridge, armor locker, food processor. So yeah, some general utility in that room. Looks like we hop down in here and get to the main bridge here. So we've got our clone chamber, and that's not going to rag on that because that's kind of it keeps the cost down, and you want a clone chamber for sure in your CV, or you could put it in a medical bay. There is a little bit different functionality between the two though. So, but I know a medical bay, you can use it like a clone chamber. I don't know if the actual clone chamber has some more advanced options or not. That's a little bit gray area on my understanding there. And then we got our main cockpit here. And then down below, that's interesting. We got some pretty unique looking texture lights and stuff going on in this area. It looks like, I don't know, potentially more space or armor plating. Just curious on what materials we're running here. Okay, that's steel. Okay, I wasn't sure. I didn't think it would have Xeno in it, being a starter CV and stuff like that. But that is one of the textures also available for Xeno. Ah, very cool. So let's take a look at the specs on this one. So we're unlock level 10. So that certainly fits in the realm of a starter CV. Looks like we're doing 13 forward, 13 strafing, 33 lift, 7 reverse, 20 down. Unlock level 10. Not much stock weaponry on here again. Probably, keeping the CPU cost down, but obvious places to add additional guns and weapons and things like that. 8 oxygen tanks, 10 fuel tanks. Can stay running quite a long time with a fill up. CPU wise, yeah, that's cheap. Wow, it's not even actually quite getting all the way up to the 200,000 here on CPU. So the author could have added some more parts on here and still been within the your basic CPU range here, but not necessary. In fact, it keeps the price down more if you don't. So yeah, 3 hours and 46-minute build time. Like any capital vessel, it's going to need some neo, a little bit of cobalt. Looks like it's doing some titanium, which is pretty basic, and some sathium. So nothing crazy at all. All these things should be you should be able to acquire, by the time you're ready to spawn something like this in. It's not nothing here is really hard to get. Some of the stuff you would probably have to leave the starter planet to get, though, or in the quantities of this. You can find some neo, and you can find some of the stuff on your starter planet in the sathium, or salvaging. Honestly, there's a lot of options. The game has a lot of options, a lot of ways to go about it. But anyway, very cool. So this is again the Cyclops starter CV by Bone Dog. Oh yeah, a couple other things too. That must be long-range radar right over there, and then obviously we got all our T's over here, which are turret positions. Again, I like this little balcony off the back. Very unique design. I like the creativity on thinking out of the box a little bit with the CV design there. So the next creation, this is how things got around. This is one of those creations that I looked in new releases. And this is the Argon Labs Quest class. Now this is a SV, and this is by Argon. So I thought I would check this out. I kind of noticed it there, and I thought I had a pretty cool looking shape design and color scheme going on with it. And yeah, it is pretty cool. So I'm trying to just take a look at it and determine its function. Obviously, it's got quite a bit of guns on it. We got a couple. We got some fixed guns up over here as well. And it also looks like we've got a drill turret. Wanted to see if this was. So that is a plasma. We got minigun over there. Ah, that's cool. Cool looking design. I like the nacelle kind of look again. With the arms going up there, and then you could dump some thrusters in there. Oh, I didn't even notice these. That's kind of neat. Oh, that's fitting in there. We got some rocket launchers right over there too, kind of color matched to the thrusters, and kind of black, red, and white color scheme. Some more kind of more of a sign thing. It's using some other shades in the that's kind of neat, and using that kind of weird camouflage texture in the game there. That's cool. Yeah, I like all the red accents. That if it was just straight white, I mean, it wouldn't look bad, but having that red in there, it gives it some neat accents. It's not trying to like overdo it. It's just doing it kind of just about right, Get that extra color in there. And a lot of this was just done by painting the thrusters or wing parts, in a different shade, which, yeah, definitely like that. And we got some darker parts in here, too. Very cool. Put away that a second. Here, I'll get the HUD back off again, too. I've just got to find an entry point here. Oh, yeah, that was hard. We got to, oh, you know what? I apologize, too. I don't believe you have any fuel in you. Let's get you powered up there. Nice. Oh yeah. Oh, and now yeah, you can see the illumination now around the thruster housings. I was totally missing that before, and the accents of the red lights on these particular deco pieces, which actually fit quite well with the color scheme of the ship there. Nice choice in deco pieces. All right. So here, let me make sure I got that off. Let me go to nighttime here a second. See what's going on in here. So clean, bright. Like the tones here. So you got gray, and then you kind of got the white, and then obviously different parts and stuff have some more darker accents in there. So nice clean look. So right as you walk in, you've got a trauma center here. It looks like a pilot seat right here in the middle. It's behind you. Our main core, it looks like. An RCS unit right above that. Oh, that's neat. So this is actually, these must be cargo extensions, but it's using a texture from cargo extension that only exists in cargo extensions. Yeah, the way that's used, that's neat. I don't think I've seen that done before. It's just one of these little things. I'm always looking for that kind of thing, like just seeing something that really haven't seen before, or texture used in a certain way. And there's quite a few interesting cargo extension textures. I've been trying to use them a little bit more myself. A lot of them don't work out for things, but some do, or can, depending on the environment that they're in. So over here, looks like we've got our O2 station and an O2 tank right on the bottom there, and a first-person pilot seat over here. And this is a science ship. Science ship that can certainly shoot some people too, with the rocket launchers and the plasma guns and stuff. So, yeah, maybe they're doing some kind of science of, you know, I don't know. Never mind. I would say something really stupid that would make no sense. So I'm gonna just cut it off there. Like the look at night too, with the texture lights kind of showing up there. But yeah, this is just a SV. It's a pretty big SV. At first, when I looked at it, I thought it was a CV, and then I realized, no, it's not a CV, it's a SV. So that is pretty cool. Let's take a look at some specs on here. So, yeah, it's not top tier, so I would say this would probably be a tier 3 Reforged Eden setup with the CPU core blocks and everything. Our speeds, so we've got a lot of forward thrust. Strafing's pretty light. 25 lift, 25 reverse, 5 down, but a huge amount of forward thrust power on here. Unlock level 20. It does have 2 railguns, 4 missile launchers, 1 plasma turret. It has a 1 drill turret for SV drill turret. It does have long range radar, 4 minigun turrets as well. 3 hour and 17 minute build time. It is gonna, because of some of the weaponry and stuff on here, it is going to need some estrium and zirconium, but not a huge amount on this. It does have 1 RCS unit in it as well. And that's where, yeah, roll y'all. Yeah, so yeah, wow, it's got a lot of pitch, a lot of pitch on this. Y'all's pretty good. Rolls, you know, not bad, not bad. Oh, very cool. Again, this is the Argon Labs Quest class interplanetary science ship, and I think the actual name here, what it's called here, is a little bit shorter than that. I was just reading the workshop description name. So Argon Labs Quest class, and this is by Argon. So very cool. Let me jet out of this game and hop into a vanilla one I got set up here. And we'll look at the next 3 creations here. And so yeah, some really cool stuff. Really cool stuff so far. And yeah, hopefully some of these other ones. I was kind of there's one in particular. Well, actually probably all of them I wanted to check out. Now this was one that kind of showed up between last week and this was something I certainly wanted to check out. And I gotta say, I didn't really look at the description because I usually try not to until I do these. But I seen it and I really love the exotic design. This is obviously Battlestar Galactica inspired, and this is 1 second here. What happened to my little screen here? This is the Scar Reborn Cylon CV Super Raider by Zero Nex. And this is, I got it listed as a vanilla creation. I don't know if it said in the description if it was vanilla or not, but I usually kind of just assume it is if it doesn't say anything about reforging in it as a general rule here. But this is quite the exotic design. It's basically, yeah, if you watched Battlestar Galactica, there was some Cylon fighter ships that resembled this style. And I thought that was really slick here. Now, this certainly looks like it's a pretty fierce, combat-oriented ship. I can't say that entirely, but it does have a fair amount of guns on it. And I was just kind of checking out some of this. It's really different what's going on here with the block work. Those are those thin, like triangle blocks, but they're kind of like layered up like that. Makes an interesting looking pattern. 1 sec here. Let me. I don't know if. Yeah. Let me adjust the lighting a little bit better. See if I can get it a little bit brighter here. Yeah, that is really unique. And so one of those things I don't think I've seen done before. I definitely like the this big section that comes all the way around here, and then you get to the bridge section here. This is looking. Oh, that's cool. I love the. It's kind of like it's bleeding, like it got hit a couple times, and it's like it's damaged, and that actually is a takeaway from. I do remember there was a particular episode in Battlestar Galactica where there's this rogue Cylon out there, and it was, I don't know, it was damaged like that, and it was, yeah, they were going after it because it was just mean, and that's cool with the flashing lights and stuff too. That's a neat setup there, and it kind of with the way this is formed here too with the block work, it does definitely kind of bring through that Cylon look. But like this up here, this is just such a neat little detail. So it's little things like that that's cool. Again, I've seen damage blocks on creations before, but usually rust or something like that is how they're textured. I've never seen it try to emulate like it's like literally like kind of like bleeding. These were kind of like semi-organic ships here too on the inside. They're just very unique, alien for sure. So that is cool. That is a nice little touch there. Something I'll have to remember. You can make ships bleed. That would. So yeah, just kind of fine. I haven't really looked at the back side of this at all. So it's got some pretty beefy thrusters on here too. I'm seeing some XLs here for strafing in the back. Actually, it looks like the most all the thrusters, I'm guessing, are back over here somewhere, which is pretty cool. I got a couple big XL thrusters for forward, a couple for lift in that section at least, strafing. Yeah, cool design. Really creative. Take a look at this from the top profile there. Yeah, see that looks cool. And what's really neat about this is beyond the shape, you also got the differences in colors where you've got like this big I don't know, this big crescent shape over here that is, you know, a darker shade, and then you've got like another layer below it that's in the red tone, or a magenta tone, some variation of red. And it's yeah, it's cool. That's cool. Some interesting block work over here too on the back part here, which is kind of similar to that of what was going on in the front, like some kind of like, I don't know, deflectors or some kind of alien technology. Take a look at the bottom here. So obviously we've got a way in right there. Oh, that's cool. And we got a way in here too. Yeah, that's cool. I love it. Yeah, this big rounded shape here coming out to the front. That is cool. All right. Well, anyway, let's do the lighting thing. With all the blinkies and flashies and stuff, I have a feeling that has a bit of a light show in places in the ship, which is really cool. I was kind of curious what the interior decor looks like on a ship like this. So here we got a first-person pilot seat, at least a couple of them, it looks like. So that's cool. And this gets you right into this small corridor here. And it looks like the only way is up. So let's go this way. That's an interesting look there. So we got a bunch of texture lights there. Oh, that's weird with the elevators kind of go up from there right here. Okay, so we got glass there, and it looks like we've got a Pentaxa tank and a warp drive right behind there, but I'll keep on going up these elevators here. Very unique. Wow. That's different. Yeah, definitely a light show going on here. That's, yeah, all kinds of crazy going on. Actually a little bit nervous, like something's going to jump out at me in here. No, that's cool. That's cool. So it looks like we have another pilot seat over here. This might be more of a secure bridge type of area, potentially. Goes back to our elevator, and then we've got our teleporter over here. One thing you could do with the author, if you wanted to save power, if it did have a sensor that would pick you up only on the block where the teleporter is, and then have it basically as soon as you walk on it, it turns on. The whole reason I say that is teleporters have a way of sucking up a lot of power when they're just sitting there. And you can save a lot of power usage on your ship by having a sensor on one of these. Therefore, it only turns on when you walk on it, and it won't be any disruption to you at all, because it'll just only be activated when you're wanting to teleport somewhere. Wait a minute, is it a second teleporter? Are these teleporters? Am I mistaken? Yeah, it's a teleporter. I didn't think you could put more than one teleporter in a creation. I bet you can, though. I bet you I'm wrong on that. I just don't think I've seen more than one teleporter on a creation is my thing. But yeah, I've actually never looked at the limits of teleporters. I guess I never really cared much. I just put in one and went with it. But that's cool. That's cool. Interesting work in here too. Got some beds and a very unusual texturing style, mixed with the texture lights and the blinky lights and everything else. That's pretty cool. So over here looks like we have our med bay, like the texture lights on the stairs there too. Very unique creation. Whoa. Hey buddies, couple meet my little friends here. Yeah, hey, you might not want to go down that way though. They're gonna shoot you. This is pretty crazy. So I just came out of the med bay. It looks like we've got actually lots of medical equipment there, and so is this. Oh, maybe still part of. Wow, what kind of? This is a funky staircase that's going on here. Yeah, angles down this way and then angles the other way. That's cool. Again, that's something I've never seen before either. A lot of kudos for creativity here. So it looks like this is some kind of bay or something. Yeah, like a little, small little, yeah, maybe an entry place. I can't say you could maybe fit a pretty small creation in here. Some kind of really small SV or something like that. But other than that, maybe it's just intended for a way to get in the ship as well. So what do we got over here? Yeah, kick on a light here. So it looks like we got a thruster access room, and we got our shield right here too. fuel tanks, generator up there. Like the texture light around the radiation type sign there. Very cool. Yeah, I'll turn that back off again. Yeah, it's certainly got a unique look to it, though. In some sense, I think the impression I'm getting a little bit, and it probably wasn't the intent, but some of the stuff in a different game, No Man's Sky, has some kind of looks like that too. Just a little bit different way of doing things, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like the decal on there. That nice little detail, and then we get into the other thruster access room over here. We got our gravity generator on this side here. Pretty unusual window up top here. I guess I didn't notice that so much from being in that room. But yeah, definitely see it now. That's cool. That's cool. I like the whole ring inner and outer design there. So that's using some of that new glass in the mix there. And this is okay. So we got some funkiness going on here too. So we got this big door here in the middle. Whoa. There's a lot of trippy stuff going on here. I'm definitely feeling like I'm in an alien craft here. We got yeah, the alien tech bank right there. That's cool. I've never seen those displayed that way either. So, that is interesting. Wow, look at this stair or hallway, all like triangled. So yeah, it looks like I just kind of wandered into like some crew area here. Really freaky looking hallways. Wow. Now I'm scared. I was thinking, hey, maybe I won't get lost, and now I'm thinking, well, gosh darn it, I have a feeling I'm gonna get lost now because the ship's kind of getting bigger on me inside here. So let me follow some of these hallways. Is this a door here? What do we got going on here? So it looks like more thruster access. A door going down that way. A door. Oh man. Okay, so yeah, well, maybe not that confusing at all. It's just basically ways to get to all the different thrusters on here, and a lot of fuel tanks in the area as well. It looks like fueler O2. Turn that back off again. And wow, trippy hallways too. Really, really trippy. Let's head down this way. And what do we got going on here? I don't even know. What is? Oh, main core. Main core right here. Look at the walls, the angles. Like every wall it's just running all these different angles around there. It's kind of a trip. Definitely weird with this open kind of like floor plan in the area too. So yeah, it looks like we got kind of a place to chill and eat and whatever over there. I'll have to go down that way yet too and see if where that goes. And we got some looks like some cooking utility function over here. And I'm guessing that we've got, oh, okay, so we got some grow plots over in this section here. Really interesting use of textures and texture lights and blocks. Again, quite alien, quite unique. Oh, look at this staircase. It goes to 45 and then it changes to a 22.5 mid-route down. I've never seen that before either. I've just never seen that. It's usually all of one kind or the other. I've never seen mixed steps like that. Interesting. Looks like we're coming into some kind of hangar section over here, and we've got looks like a force field going across the whole side over here. And this is one of the side access doors. And then this area is airtight. And what does it say on the ground here? So we got a lot of question marks and upgrade. Okay. Shield over there. We're on the, oh man, on the top here too. Cargo. Interesting. Interesting. I'm trying to figure out how this works. Obviously, there's plenty of room to add a shield. That wasn't the thing. I was just kind of curious. Do you put the shield? Maybe it was meant to go like here. Maybe you remove the light and put the shield there. I'm just trying to figure out how the upgrade mechanism is working here. But I like how it's labeled. Definitely, without a doubt, it's for upgrading. And there's a lot of space there, so obviously you can fit quite a bit of stuff in here. We got this elevator or ladder going up to this catwalk here. So we got looks like we got some storage controllers in the area, and a gravity generator over here as well. I like the floor and the glass around that. There's a lot of little alcoves. Okay, so now we looped back around to the twin angled steps. That's cool. So I'm guessing this area here just would be without oxygen until you get past this this force field over here. I'm guessing. Kind of an interesting setup there too. Everything is just it's alien. It's unique. Okay, so we've been over here before. Let me loop around. I just want to take a look at the other side, if there is another side. Probably is. Freaky hallways, just angles and stuff. Oh, now we're so I think we're getting to the center of the ship. So this is above that area here. There's the warp drive. This carries on through. Now it's just using like a force field here too to make an independent oxygen zone on this side. So this looks pretty similar to the other side here. So we got our aux core and CPU block room over here. One of them. There's probably another one on the other side that I probably missed. So I wouldn't doubt there's two of those, unless it is different on both sides. I don't know yet. Could be some certain. So yeah, interesting room here. I think I kind of walked through the other side, and this is basically a bunch of thruster access areas going out the back here. Okay, so and this loops around. Okay, so that's similar on the other side. Let's head down this hallway, and this gets into the farm on this side. Okay, so that's pretty much the same as the other side. Let's see. I don't think I've reached a bridge or anything yet. I gotta figure out how. Okay, that goes to the thruster access rooms. Let's go through here. Trippy. Yeah, and I kind of like this. You know, it's I kind of like the design. I've just a straight 45 angled double like block hallways. I don't think I've seen that one done before either, to be honest. Okay, so I am trying to figure out where do I go from here? Hold on, I'm going to cheat a little bit and try to backtrack. Okay, so we've walked through here before, I think. Yes, okay, I got you. Okay, so this is that lower area. Then we went in this section here, but it actually loops around up to here. That looks pretty neat on the flooring there. Okay, so it's just that. It's just like that tile texture, but in black. I like the looks of that. Especially it looks nice with the texturing along the sides there. It has that natural black line going kind of around it. One of those little things again. So this is another way out the back, and this looks like it's heading up towards a deck above. So here we got a med station or a med bay. We got a clone chamber in there, all our specialized equipment, and a shower. And then it heads in. Oh wait, no, we've been here already. Yeah, we've been here. Does this continue to go up? Nope. well, maybe that was all of it. I think, yeah, I think like this door I didn't see prior, but yeah. So basically, we kind of walked through that area and we kind of went down into the I don't know, the arms, the part of the crescent shape to a particular point. Let me turn on the lights here a second and just want to see what's going on in this this front section here. Obviously, it's pretty much filled with thrusters, so I don't think there's going to be any interior spacing in here for hallways and interior rooms and stuff. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty crazy. Let's see what kind of specs you got. So, okay, to start with, size class 9, so yeah, pretty big, but not too big. We've got 28 grow plots. It's going to use some estrium and zirconium. Yeah, 20-hour and 50-minute build time. Quite an extensive weapon list on here, so definitely built for some combat in mind. Even an artillery turret on there. I didn't even see that. So 2 of those. Very cool. A lot of fuel tanks in here. 138 fuel tanks. You can fill this up once and probably play for a good 6 months without putting more fuel in it. That's pretty cool there. Speed-wise, it's really quite good here. 102 forward, 134 strafing, 123 up, or lift, 21 down, 43 reverse, roll, yaw, and pitch are all pretty good numbers as well. CPU. Okay, so, well, we're in vanilla right now, so basically it looks like it does need the 4 advanced CPU cores, which would bring it to 10 million CPU. So it would definitely fit in there. I don't know if I didn't actually see any CPU cores in here stock, but yeah, 4 advanced CPU cores would get this thing rolling just fine. And you got about 2.5 million CPU left over as well. Oh, we've got some circuits in here too. Looks like a lot of this stuff in the device menu here was labeled, which is pretty cool as well. Let's take a look at its storage here a second. Whoa, where did that go? There we go. Okay, so we got a 1, 2, let's see if they're all 320s. Kind of looks that way. So it looks like we got 6 storage controllers and 1 ammo controller at 96K. So 6 320s and 1 96K for ammo. Again, yeah, it's quite a maneuverable ship. A lot of weapons on it. I'm thinking this would do actually pretty well in combat. It's got the speeds. It's got this. I think the AI would have a hard time trying to figure out how to hurt this ship. It's just because of the arms sticking way out here and stuff. I think it'd probably focus on shooting on these turrets in order on how far away they are, and therefore it kind of shoot at these for a while, and meanwhile it's getting pummeled, and the pilot would be generally down in this section over here, and be pretty much out of harm's way. So yeah, very cool. Again, this is the Scar Reborn Cylon CV Super Raider by Zero Nex. Very cool. And it's also an author I haven't heard of before, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Very creative there. So next here we got a author that's made quite a few things here, and this is the my list is just wrong over on the side. I apologize. This is the Archimedes. This is by the Archimedes HGE by the Script HD, and this is a vanilla version. So I don't know if there is a RE version or a planned RE version, but this is the vanilla version of this ship. So straight up, yeah, certainly following Script HD's faction theme here. Very nice looking ship here. I love the texture lights and the details and the framework and the color changes and all that fun stuff here. This is pretty unique on the center part of the ship, but I'll check out that in a second. I was just kind of taking a look at this pretty crazy looking hull here. Noticing this is actually detached from the main hull, kind of like a separate rail beam, and then you've got these other parts that kind of go over the top of that, kind of on this weird decorative kind of skeleton structure, and they actually go to turret mount positions. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. A little out of the box thinking there. I like that though. It's got an interesting look for sure. Again, love the colors and love the entire theme. I've looked at some other creations that he's made in this theme, and they're very consistent and definitely a good looking faction type of creation for the game. We've got some beefy thrusters going on here too. That's nice. Just get a look at the bottom side. We're going to definitely have to look at this one at night too. It's got a lot of exterior texture lights going on in line strips. And look at that framework down over here. So we got I've seen a lot of guns on here again, so I got to assume that this is at least in part more of a combat role type of ship. Very well could be too, because a lot of this, it's interesting because there's a lot of shapes, a lot of stuff going on here, but because of the thinness and like it's kind of open, that it's not really probably using a huge amount of blocks. It's still using some, but a lot of open areas here. And this is a trip here. This big center section. Love the texture lights on the side there. Looks like this takes us to a big blast door. I don't know if I want to open that quite yet. Let's take a look at the back here a little bit more. Yeah, that's cool. Like the I like the angled work here, where it's going at that angle, then it shifts over to yeah, it's using those alternative kind of square angle blocks to make that line head that direction smoothly. That is cool. Don't see those used too often, those blocks. I like this section here too. It's a lot to do. Obviously, you got the color on the outside, but you got this the interior block work here, and it's really doing a lot of things there. And that short area to make a neat looking formation, and some added stuff on the sides and top there. And we got the bridge up here. Very cool. You know, this is really cool. I love the shaping. I love the decor of it. The overall look of the ship is really cool. Very artsy. Now, let me go to light, or dark, I should say. Get a good idea on these on the texture lights going on here. Just kind of a trip. I like that. Get a bit of that Tron look, but yeah, this particular style and faction, it does do this on other creations too. So it's just it is cool to see. I do like to see that. Really trippy. There's a lot to look at there, even when it's in the at nighttime. I like the big lines here coming in this way. Very cool. So here, let me well, I'll put the light temporarily back on, and I want to get in the ship here. Let's scurry the bottom side here. See if we can find the most legitimate entry point. Oh, that was hard. Again, yeah. You guys make these ships so complicated. It's like you can never figure out how to get in them. No, I'm kidding. All right, so now it's time for Lighty here. Yeah, that looks cool. You know, honestly, too, I don't know why, but again, this kind of reminded me a little bit of that style in No Man's Sky, in places. Yeah, I recently fired it up, so that's probably why it's fresh in my mind. I just wanted to. They come out with a lot of expansions for that game, free ones too, I might add. So very cool hangar. I love the again, a lot of texture lights going on, a lot of details everywhere you look. There's just no spot that you look and there's nothing going on. Every place has got something going on here, and it's good looking stuff too. So we got a teleporter in back here. Yep, nicely set up to a switch, and then we got the repair console on the other side here. for the repair bay right in the middle of the hangar floor there. Well, I like looking through the floor here, seeing the just more stuff below. I don't know if that's actual room space or just for the no, just for the sense of being decorative. I like that. I like that. I did that recently on the Proxima as well. Thought that was neat. It had a little bit of extra space there, and it's like, yeah, you can add a little bit more detail on the floor by doing something like that. So it looks like we've got a pilot seat right here, and this must be going to the big cylinder section on the front of the ship here, and the switch to open that up. Wow, that is cool. So bam, you fly out like yeah, that is certainly sci-fi. That is like a launch zone, and you fly right through there, and you could have like your SV or a smaller CV parked over here and go flying out through that, which looks like you're like trying to be Battlestar Galactica or something. That is really cool. Really out of the box thinking there. I like that. And up across the top here, we've got some big parts here. We got our shield and warp drive and a detector, O2. Let's head over to the engineering section here. So we got a big generator on that part. I like all these like side rooms coming off from here. Each one's like its own thing, and that's cool. That's like different like places. Over here looks like we've got our production area. We got yeah, some advanced constructors. Are these advanced? Oh, this is I'm in vanilla. It just freaks me out because I'm used to seeing the Reforged Eden looking constructors, and these are the vanilla looking ones. Okay. Yep. I like the LCD graphics over the storage base, and the fact that they also say their contents here, so we can definitely say that we got quite a bit of storage going on here. Yeah, and this whole room setup, the way it comes off from the hangar into these subsections, that's cool. That's cool. Kind of like a strip mall sort of off the side. So we got another big generator over here. Another production facility here. Obviously that this pilot seat. And all right, well, I think it's time to go up the elevator. Oh, so this is like a quick cockpit. So if you happen to be down in the hangar, get attacked. It looks like we've got another cockpit that heads up top here. Probably our main bridge or cockpit area. That's cool. I really love the lighting in here. And combined, you know, with the texture lights again, it's got a neat look going on here. So now we can kind of we got some catwalks running up, so you can do some maintenance to these parts or upgrades. That is cool. Can kind of overlook the hangar below. And then wait a minute, did this carry on through? No, that ended right there. Okay. Ah, I see. The elevator keeps on going up, and then our Pentaxa tank is right there. And then we get to our bridge, or the cockpit area. Emergency switch. Yeah, so here's the first-person cockpit. That's nice. It's a cool view over the hull of the ship here. I'll just go back to daytime here for this part. That's a cool view looking over the front of the hull of the ship with this glass kind of canopy around you. In fact, this whole section is just double layers of angled glass. A couple passenger seats over here. And that's where I came in at. Okay. And again, yeah, you're going to get reflections, or I'm sorry, not reflections, but shadows from the sunlight or light coming through those glass pieces. We've got some artillery guns on here too. Yeah, very, very cool. Stylish looking ship, very artsy. Really cool, like when you park in something and you take off to go fly with your SV or something, flying through this cylinder here. That's got to look cool. It's got to feel good too. Atmospheric. So let's take a look at its specs here. So we're size class 8, almost 9. Like you add a couple more blocks and you're gonna be size class 9 here, but no, not it doesn't matter if it was. It makes no difference whatsoever. 18 hours and 29 minutes. Build time, decent barrage of weapons. So yeah, quite a few. 2 artillery turrets in the mix. Don't see any launchers, but so it looks like it's pretty much turret dependent on its combat. 14 fuel tanks, 10 oxygen tanks. Wow. Well, we're in vanilla too, and I gotta, sometimes you gotta translate between Reforged Eden and vanilla on speeds, but holy crap, 237 forward speed. I don't care if you're in RE or vanilla. That's a lot of thrust. You can definitely 0 to 100 ms in like 0.0 seconds. 119 strafing, which is a lot too. 243 lift, 119 reverse, 119 down. Very thrusty ship. Definitely, I bet you it flies like an SV for the most part here. Yeah, really cool. Let's take a look at its CPU. So it fits right within 10 million on vanilla CPU with 4 advanced cores. Nice. Let's take a look at the storage. Did I not look at the storage on the last ship? I bet you I didn't. Or wait a minute. I don't actually see the last ship here. I wonder if it has a Wi-Fi in it. So, yeah, all nicely colored and labeled on all the storage here. So we've got fuel and O2 at 320k, loot 320, inputs 320, that's 4. Okay, food's not, that makes sense. Miscellaneous at 320, that was 4 320s, 5 320s, 6 320s, and container ammo. Nope, we got looks like 2 ammo controllers at 320 as well. I have a feeling a lot of these other ones are boxes. Epic stuff. Yeah, I gotta have the epic stuff. So yeah, we're looks like around. I think there was 6 plus 2 ammo, so I think 8 320k controllers. Vanilla does charge a lot for those too, so you can't go like psycho with the amount of storage you can add into a vanilla creation, because it will chew up an awful lot of CPU quickly. So again, very cool. This is the Archimedes HGE by the Script HD. Again, following his faction design theme. This is definitely a very nice addition to that theme and that set of creations. So the last one here today is the HKD-37 Hunter Killer dropship by Zabaris. And this is vanilla creation as well. Really cool looking ship design here, I gotta say. Here, let me get full on lighting here. I like the I'm just kind of the general shape. I think is really cool, especially when you start to see what's going on below the triangle top section. This is pretty cool. I like this big thing in the front here. It kind of swoops all the way down, and it's kind of I don't know. It's kind of got that aggressive kind of industrial look to it. It's a cool shape. Really cool shape. The texture now I'm also liking. There's a lot going on in it. Fluctuating between several different kind of like base textures here. You got the smooth metal. You've got this kind. You've got this kind. Kind of laid out differently to give it a little bit more of a, I don't know, a used, a worn industrial type of look, which is really cool. And then, the kind of the pretty bright orange red style piping on there. There's obviously a lot of other little accents and some texture lights all over the place here too. This whole bottom section is really cool though. Really like this the block work going on here. And then the okay, so these actually do sit off the ground. I was like, yeah, I don't see any landing gear, but no, it's on the center section, which makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that's a cool stance. Looks aggressive, definitely. That's a big, yeah, it's got a cool looking thruster housing there. Yeah, I like all the added little details, like just like, you know, like this here. It's just like some extra blocks added, some pipes in there, some different texturing going on the inside. Don't mind me. I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at right here. Oh, yeah, that is that one that's that off-on tile texture. Ah, I've never seen it used that way before. That's cool. It kind of looks like a caution tape on that really thin area like that. But yeah, I had to just take a look at that to try to figure out what was going on there. But yep, that's what it is. That's cool. That's cool. Again, like added detail, just like, you know, this big flat area here could have just remained flat, but instead, you know, use some thin blocks, probably out of carbon substrate. I would guess. I guess they're steel. To add some decoration in there. This is cool too. That kind of half round block texture, the way it is. That kind of looks like a deco part that way. It really does. So we got a detector over there on the one side, and oh, these two things on the other side. That's cool again. Looks like it's using. It kind of looks like it's kind of meant for some upgrades here too, because I'm seeing like these thruster housings that look like they could easily accommodate larger thrusters. Like over here, even in an Excel. Over here, some large 2x2x4 thrusters, but they're packed with the smaller ones right now, and I bet you there's a reason for that, or I'm just guessing right now, for an upgrade path. Add some more CPU, put on some bigger thrusters, things like that. Very cool. Pretty cool looking landing gear set up here too. It's just unique. Look at the crazy texture work going on here. There's some different colors in this section here, and look at that color, and this color, and this color, and that color, and that color, and that color, and that color. I mean, they're all unique, all on the outer hull. So it's not like a 3-color design or 4-color design even. It's like a 10-color design, and that's not using gradients. That's cool. So over here we've got some bays. So it looks like 4 and 2 on this side, probably 1 and 3 over here. Man, I didn't read the full description. I bet you there's another creation or something that uses these. It's really cool. I like it. I like the bays. Or maybe that's just part of the decor. I would think maybe some kind of module system or something that could potentially dock in these areas, but I'm not sure how that exactly would be done. Oh, maybe from the top. Maybe something parks up this way. Wait, what does this say? Docking bay 3. Yeah, this is definitely a docking bay. Huh. I have to investigate that a little bit more and see what creation actually docks to this. That's cool. Anyway, let's hop in here. Let me do the lighty thing. So nice looking elevator LCD here. Love that. So we know our docking bays are over here. Main entrance would be up. So obviously this would just walk around this lower section, which is definitely pretty cool. It's neat when you can walk into a ship and you kind of like walk outside and get this industrial feel and be able to see around. That's it's always it's very atmospheric in a game. I like the just the subtle texture lights in here too. I know I got it dark right now, but you can still kind of see that a little bit here. So oh, wait a minute. Oh, so this is a glass platform that walks out above that. Oh, that was unexpected. And the elevator actually stops there, so... And then it heads up this way. Oh, neat. I like how there's texture lights on the in part of the staircases here too. That kind of illuminates those, which is pretty cool. Oh, this looks nice. Yeah, great looking decor inside. The lights, choice of lighting, and the textures, and the LCD work, and yeah, it's detailed. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so this is a exit out of the ship. Not quite. Nope. Let's go this way, and then we'll come back that way. There's just a lot going on in here. Definitely very, very atmospheric here. So we got some cooking over there, table to eat. Looks like we're coming up to a med bay. And yep, we've got all our specialized equipment. Oh, cool looking LCD. I like how the lights are, that particular light is on top and bottom of it in conjunction with the very cool looking LCD. That's nice. Very cool. Alright. Yeah, it's kind of cool that different color texture lights like the this green over here. It fluctuates from place to place. And the other tones of light in here, like the more orange type light, that does this room a lot of justice. I like that. Again, it has that kind of industrial look to it, but it's very detailed and atmospheric. So let's head up this way. That is a it's an unusual setup there. So you got a ramp door that's kind of like blocks off a staircase until you get up to it, but then forms a floor once you're up here. That's yeah, that's one of those things I haven't seen before again. I've been seeing a lot of stuff in today's creations that I just have not really seen before. Or again, things done in different ways and different ideas and things like that. So it looks like we got our main core over here, our data 3000, or data core 3000. Armor lockers on that side, storage box, cool looking room. I like these blocks in the mix here too. It looks like we're getting into a larger room area. Hangar, top down, louvered doors on the top, so a top style hangar. Again, looks very nice, very nice. I like the use of the textures, the lighting, the details, the really cool looking LCDs in here. That looks awesome too. Oh yeah, and that. Oh, I was taking a look at the white on the background. That's actually like a decal. That's probably like an O or something like that, or a 0. And then that kind of goes over the top of it. And this one's actually using the old school LCD too, and not the projector. Huh? That's cool. That's cool. So got some glass down there. Oh, okay. So interesting. So it's actually using those grate pieces, which you can see from above, which adds that detail here. So from the top side, because it's only a one-way glass on this particular model, at least, it's just kind of this smooth floor piece. Ah, there's another new one. I don't think I've seen that one before either. So construction area. All right, so here is a production place. Wow, look at that is that's a bunch of LCD right there. That's you got the engineering one. You got those. You got this is machine parts, AI operating, electrical, and radiation hazard. Nice toolbox. One of those tables, and they're like table type thing in the one of the deco part sets. Looks like we got a power switch here for our constructors and stuff. That is cool as well. And yeah, I like this. Kind of looks like a stove light, or well, not a light, but like a exhaust or fireplace mantle kind of tube. I forget exactly what that's called at the moment. Well, that's cool. So this, I assume, opens right up to get out the outside of the ship here. And then we got our crew area. Okay, so we came through here. And let's go up another deck here. So we got our teleporter. Very nice, very nice. And then it looks like we get up to a bridge here. Oh, I like how that's just kind of sitting on the glass with the LCD there. A lot of attention to detail all over the place. I love seeing that. This looks cool too. I like the switches here. The way that's done, you got an LCD plus some backing decals there. And yeah, cool. Spotlight there. That's neat. On the top side, oh, look at all the info across the top over here. That's actually on the outside of the ship. I wonder what that looks like. Oh yeah. So when you sit in the pilot seat, all that stuff is perfectly visible to you. So it's telling you about the shield, the turrets, the engine, landing gear. Hold on. Let's make a setting change here. Let's see what's on and off in here. It does look like it has power going on. So let's wait. Okay, so I don't see a P menu option for that. Let's hit some buttons. Bam, bam, bam. And let's take a look at our LCD again from the pilot seats. Yes, engine is on, the shield is on, turrets are on. Look at the little check boxes there. That's cool. Very nice, very nice. Anyway, all right. Well, really cool ship. Definitely like this one. So let's get the lights back on. Take a look at what makes it tick here and how much it costs. So let's see. Starting here, we're size class 5. So yeah, definitely not too large at all. Size class 5 and a 5-hour even build time on it. Really light usage on the Estrium and Zachosium. Hardly any. This is very lootable in from POIs in those quantities. 12 minigun turrets, sentry gun. So it's not, doesn't look like it has, it's certainly got defensive capabilities against drones and stuff like that. It doesn't really look like it's at least stock set up to do offensive much. Usually don't use miniguns for offensive turrets, typically. Speed-wise, we're looking pretty good. 52 forward, 25 strafing, 46 lift, 25 down, 51 reverse. 10 fuel tanks, 12 oxygen tanks, unlock level 15. So yeah, this isn't actually pushing it to the limits at all. And CPU wise, yep, yeah, here again, it's a CPU tier 3, but it's barely. I mean, you got literally 750,000 extra CPU before you fill that tier 3 CPU requirement up. So you can certainly add a lot more to this creation. Let's take a look at the storage here. So let's see, armor storage, that'd be a box. Okay, so here's our controllers. So we got ammo storage at 24,000. Got hangar storage here at 120,000, and another storage for 256,000. So yeah, not a huge focus on storage, but yeah, it definitely has what it needs. And you know, I'd have to investigate the ships that dock to it, because maybe that's where a lot of that function comes in. Maybe they're you know, it's got 4 bays essentially, so some of those could be storage creations or miners or farms or something else. But that is really cool. Really cool looking shape and stance to it. And I think that's it. Now, don't mind me. We already looked at this one. I had it spawned in vanilla as well. This is the Cyclops starter by Bone Dog again. So we already did look at that ship. And that is all of it for today, I do believe. Again, some really cool creations. Seen a lot of stuff done in different ways that I just haven't really seen before. A lot of creativity, a lot of unique designs, different ways of going about the designs and coloring and texturing and styles. Really, really cool. The community really kicks butt. Keep it up, and we'll see what we come up with next week as well. But yeah, a lot of cool creations. Again, all these creations are going to be in the video description or the actual Steam workshop links, as well as timestamps. So you can look at any one of these, and if you just want to check out one real quick and not like watch the whole probably hour and a half video, you can just check out that one creation. Anyway, you all have yourself a great weekend, and I will talk to you later.